Today we are called together to formalize our bonds to all of engineers. Consider the nature of our debt to those engineers who have preceded us, and to consider our obligation to our nation and to the society in which we are allowed to practice. To this end, we look to you and place our faith in you to propel engineering into the future. Not only do we expect you to advance and apply the products of our craft to better society's laws, but also to bring about a unity in the spectrum of our profession and the public that we serve. As engineers, you will have the responsibility to join us and assist in this endeavor. We ask you to accept this responsibility and interpret the meaning of this ceremony most seriously and with pride.
In our position, continuum of our profession, as we induct new members into the Order of the Engineer. The Order of the Engineer traces its roots in 1926, when Canadian engineers gave birth to an idea of a ceremonial ritual marking the entrance of new engineers into the profession. The ritual included an oath authored by Rudyard Kipling, as well as the wearing of an iron ring on the small finger of the working hand. For many years, the rings were made from the steel superstructure of the Quebec City Bridge. This was significant for two reasons. First, the massive structure included an 1,800-foot cantilever main span, at that time the longest in the world, was the pinnacle of engineering skill, a proud functional showpiece. Second, using that steel, it was felt, would always remind the wearer of both the massive obligation borne by our profession, as well as its fallibility. For on August 29, 1907, without warning, the entire southern arm of the bridge collapsed, killing 80 individuals. It was at that time the worst disaster in the history of bridge construction. Now the Canadian Order wears a stainless steel ring similar to the ones you will accept today. Over 99.5% of all engineering graduates now join the Canadian Order, and wearers of the ring in Canada are recognized publicly as engineers. In 1970, the first United States ceremony was held at Cleveland State University and marked the beginning of the Order of the Engineer in this country. Engineering seniors at Cleveland State actually named the first two S rings, wrote the obligation, invited students, faculty, and local engineers as candidates, and even conducted the ceremony. Additional links rapidly were established, first in Ohio and then throughout the country. Today, the Order of the Engineer in the United States has over 42,500 members in 117 links located in 42 states. The headquarters of the Order are located in the office of ADEC in Baltimore, Maryland. By joining the Order of the Engineer today, you are declaring and affirming your place in the advancing history of engineering. We are proud of you for making this commitment.
I am an engineer. In my profession, I take deep pride. To it, I owe solemn obligations. Since the Stone Age, human progress has been spurred by the engineering genius. Engineers have made usable nature's vast resources of material and energy for humanity's benefit. Engineers have vitalized and turned to practical use the principles of science and the means of technology. Were it not for this heritage of accumulated experience, my efforts would be feeble. As an engineer, I pledge to practice integrity, fair dealing, tolerance, and respect, and to uphold devotion to the standards profession, conscious always that my skills carry with the obligation to serve humanity by making the best use of Earth's precious wealth. As an engineer, I shall participate in none but honest enterprises. And when needed, my skill and knowledge shall be given without reservation for the public good. In the performance of duty and in fidelity to my profession, I shall give the utmost. Okay, you may proceed.
So now, in the presence of your fellow engineers, with your names called, please come forward one by one to sign the obligation of an engineer, which you have just publicly avowed in respect to the ring. Please follow the directions of Dr. Online and Dr. Villar.
After all engineers have received their rings and returned to their seats, I will request that all please stand and in unison place the ring on the small finger of your working hand. Youssef Adola.
Benjamin J. Lucier.
Shelley A. McDonald.
Erin E. Seifert.
Scott J. Shaw.
Ashley A. Skeet.
Kyle R. Snyder.